What if I told you that one of the slowest players in the NBA has built a resume that rivals the most explosive athletes in league history? That while others sprint, leap, and glide their way to superstardom, Luka Dončić has made the game bend to his own rhythm, dismantling opponents with patience, precision, and an almost unsettling calm. Luka isn't just good, he's redefining greatness. A European MVP at just 19 years old, he crossed the Atlantic as a teenager and immediately began carving his name into the NBA's story. 5 straight All-NBA first-team selections, a scoring title, a trip to the finals. Dončić has accomplished more in a few short years than most players could dream of in a lifetime. And yet, the question remains, how could someone so slow, so different from the modern NBA prototype, become unstoppable? To find the answer, we need to return to a tiny country in Eastern Europe, where the foundation for a basketball revolution was quietly being laid. Luka Dončić was born on February 28, 1999 in Ljubljana, Slovenia. His father Sasha was a professional basketball player and his mother Miriam ran a beauty salon. Basketball was woven into the fabric of Luka's life from the moment he could walk. He followed his father to games, idolized Goran Dragic, then just one of Sasha's young teammates, and even admired NBA pros like his godfather, Ratko Nesterovic. Basketball wasn't his only childhood pastime, but it quickly became his first and greatest love. By 7 years old, he was already training with KK Olympia, his father's club. But there was a problem. Luka was too good. Against kids his own age, the games weren't competitive, so he began playing against older, bigger opponents, some of them nearly twice his size. What made Luka dangerous wasn't speed or athleticism, it was his mind. Even as a child, he processed the game differently, seeing things unfold a step ahead of everyone else. That competitive fire, combined with his instinctive feel for basketball, made him a nightmare for anyone who dared to underestimate him. Soon, opportunities began to arise outside Slovenia. Real Madrid's youth coordinator invited the 12-year-old to Spain for a mini Copa tournament. Luka stunned everyone, leading Real past their rivals, Barcelona, in the championship game. Weeks later in Rome, he didn't just shine, he dominated, dropping a jaw-dropping 54-point triple-double in the U13 finals. He was 12. The legend of the Wonder Boy was born. Moving full-time to Madrid wasn't easy. Luka was just a kid, homesick, unable to speak Spanish or English. But once again, the game became his language. On the court, he didn't need words. His passing, vision, and creativity spoke volumes. Within a few years, he wasn't just Real Madrid's prodigy, he was their future. By 17, he was playing meaningful minutes against grown men in EuroLeague, the second best competition in the world after the NBA. And in 2018, still a teenager, he completed the trifecta: EuroLeague MVP, Finals MVP, and champion, the youngest ever to do so, yet doubts persisted. Could his game, so unorthodox, so dependent on guile instead of athleticism, really translate to the NBA? The 2018 NBA draft offered Luka his chance, though it came with more skepticism than celebration. Atlanta selected him 3rd overall before trading him to Dallas, and even the Mavericks weren't certain. Dirk Nowitzki, the greatest European player of all time, was cautious. Rick Carlisle, Dallas's coach, didn't know how to use him. A 6'8" point guard was unheard of. In Luka's debut, they stationed him at small forward, letting Dennis Smith Jr. run the offense. He struggled, but in the very next game, Luka dropped 26 points, showcasing not only scoring ability, but the same deliberate, calculating pace that had baffled European defenders. Carlisle quickly realized his mistake. This wasn't an off-ball player. Luka had to control the game. By season's end, he was Rookie of the Year, his style already reshaping the Mavericks' future. His sophomore year erased any lingering doubts. Luka averaged nearly a 30-point triple-double, secured his first All-NBA first-team nod, and showed flashes of brilliance that suggested superstardom wasn't years away. It was already here. But the playoffs presented his true introduction. Facing Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and the suffocating Clippers defense, Luka delivered one of the most iconic postseason performances in NBA history. A 40-point triple-double capped with a game-winning step-back 3 in overtime. Slow? Maybe, but unstoppable. From there, the legend only grew. Triple-doubles piled up. Scoring explosions became routine. He destroyed defenses not with speed, but with deception, body control, and an uncanny ability to manipulate space. Against taller defenders, he used footwork. Against quicker guards, he used his size. He dictated tempo in a league built on pace, proving time and again that his greatest weapon was forcing everyone to play on his terms. But Luka's story isn't just about highlights. highlights. It's about battles, playoff heartbreaks against the Clippers, the collapse against Phoenix, followed by redemption in a shocking Game 7 blowout where Luka alone scored as many points as the Suns at halftime. The run to the Western Conference Finals, only to fall to the Dynasty Warriors. Each chapter etched a deeper hunger in him. Dallas, however, couldn't always keep up. Chemistry issues with Kristaps Porzingis, coaching changes, roster reshuffling, year after year, Luka carried the Mavericks while the front office scrambled for answers. Some moves helped, others backfired. His burden grew heavier, culminating in absurd individual performances like a 60-point triple-double, yet team success often lagged. Still, Luka refused to bend. Finally, in 2024, Dallas broke through. With new additions bolstering their defense, Luka captured the scoring title while leading the Mavericks all the way to the NBA Finals. For a moment, it seemed destiny had arrived, but the Boston Celtics, a team too deep and disciplined, denied him the crown. It was another setback, yet proof that Luka's style, slower, methodical, and built on brilliance rather than speed, could take a franchise to the brink of glory. Then came the twists no one saw coming. A transfer to Los Angeles, a new jersey, a new city, a new chapter. The face of the Mavericks was suddenly a Laker, paired with LeBron James and a historic franchise desperate for one last championship run. The experiment burned bright but briefly. An early playoff exit against Minnesota cut the story short. Still, one truth became undeniable. Wherever Luka Dončić goes, greatness follows. What separates him isn't just skill, though the step backs, no-look passes, and clutch shots will live forever. It's the control. While others rush, Luka waits. While others rely on athleticism, Luka uses angles, vision, and manipulation. He has built a career on the audacity of slowness, proving that sometimes the fastest way to the top is taking your time. His journey is still unfinished. The questions remain. Can he secure that elusive championship? Will his style continue to bend the league to his will? Or will the weight of expectations and injuries finally slow him down for good? What we do know is that Luka Dončić, the so-called slowest player in the NBA, has already outpaced history, and now it's your turn. What's your favorite Luka Dončić moment? Not on the court, but off it. Is it his humor, his interactions with fans, or the joy he brings to the game even when the pressure is crushing? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join us as we continue uncovering the stories that shape basketball's greatest legends.